Hey peeps, long time no see. I thought I'd throw together a quick vlog of sorts from the van. A couple of quick things to update you on. The swart pulling kind of dug myself into a hole there with that. I tried to do a similar baffle removal to the one that I did for the 790 and well, it didn't go to plan. I'm basically stuck with a standard exhaust that I can't use yet because it's got a big lump of chain in it. Long story. I think I'll release it at some point over the winter time just for a bit of a giggle, because it didn't go as straightforward as the 790 one. So yeah, so at the moment stuck with chain in it, I can't use it. The swart pulling is still sitting in the garage with not much done to it yet, apart from putting on the pillion peg delete just to tidy up the back end a bit. Yeah, the plan had been to remove that baffle and do a sound check before winter set in, before committing to an exhaust. Not to be, and kind of why I'm on the road today. I am nipping out to go and get some ACF 50, which I've never used before, but I'm going to bang it on to both the bikes, just so that if I do get a mild day like today, which is very annoying because it is a lovely day here, it's nice and, well, it's pretty dry, cold but dry. What are we at temperature wise? 9 degrees, 8-9 degrees. So as dry as it is, unfortunately the gritters have been out on the main roads and some of the higher roads around here, so I thought, you know what, if I get a day like this, I'm going to take advantage of it this year. But obviously I'm going to have to put some ACF 50 onto the bikes just to keep the worst of the grime away from it and stop any corrosion setting in. Yeah, I kind of talking to a couple of you about exhausts. I thought there was actually going to be more choice for the little 401 out there than there is. Not a lot at all. The shorties that I like, everyone seems to have them on their bikes already, and the plan was obviously to do something a little different in the channel, but I'm having trouble finding something that I like that's slow slung. I need it to be low slung so that if I do throw soft bags or panniers onto the back of the 401 to go camping, then they're not melting on the exhaust. So it has to be low slung. I did find a really nice belly pan one, but it ain't cheap. It's not daft money, but the whole point of this bike was to try and keep things simple and a little cheaper than with the 790, because I've got a couple of big upgrades to do with Moose yet. So yeah, still looking on that front. And the only other things really that kind of prompted me to make the quick vlog today was kind of last few days have been a lot of Ducati V2 Street Fighter, or is it Street Fighter V2? Well, you know what I mean. A few of those videos coming out. I really like that. The V4 is a gorgeous bike, but I'm not kidding myself, I do not need 200 brake horsepower. 150-ish, I think I could manage that. It's a lovely looking bike. I like everything about the original version, and this one's a little more affordable as long as you don't start throwing exhausts and carbon parts on it. It's manageable. But again, that's something that will have to wait. It's all sort of stuff in the pipeline. I also like the new MT10, although there's no test rides available on that yet. It was just the official Yamaha launch. And It's a good looking bike. They seem to have stayed away from the single headlight that everyone hated on the MT-07 and MT-09. They've kept like the twin bulbs and the eyebrows. I like the colour. That is it, cyan blue. That's the colour to go for, in my opinion. Great sounding bike, that. But again, the last version of the MT-10 that I tried, I thought it was too upright for me. I didn't like that position. So it'd be interesting to find out if they've changed the ergonomics of the bike as well as the looks. So looking forward to some reviews on that. And this morning, the 22nd of November, there were some videos starting to come through on YouTube from ICMA 21. And the couple that I've seen so far have been on Italian channels. So I'm kind of looking at the nice pictures at the moment. Yeah, it would have been interesting to hear what they're saying. I was just kind of main video that caught my eye was the much rumoured Giono 660 factory that I was kind of hoping would come along, and that's why I hadn't plumped for a normal 660. But it's kind of hard to tell from the dialogue. I couldn't pick up anything on horsepower or anything like that, but I'm guessing they've upgraded suspension and there'll be a couple of more horsepower in it. But it looked nice, all black, looked much nicer than the other available colours. So that's probably more the kind of bike I'll be looking at if I ever change moose. Step across onto something like that. Ducati would be a dream bike for me just now. It's probably the most affordable Ducati I've seen that I really like. I like the new Monster, but there's something about it. It just looks a bit feminine, girly. I don't know, there's something about it I don't quite like. Love the headlight, like the noise, but there's just some of the angles don't work for me. Each to their own. It's an affordable bike, but I've got to admit that V2 just looks the dogs. Upgrades for Moose next year, still hoping to get the suspension looked at. So it's a couple of companies out there that do that stuff, so just looking into that and see if it makes much difference. Not much else in the pipeline. I can't really go splashing a cash buying accessories for the 401 because I don't know what Mrs. 01's getting me for Crimbo. She did the usual, ask for a list of stuff. I gave her a list, so I don't know out of that list what I'm getting. So there might be nothing on the list that I get that was for the bike. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, I'll have to go and get in about this exhaust again. If I can get this chain out of this, I don't want to give too much away because obviously you're going to watch the video. Oh, I hope you'll watch the video. But yeah, if I can get the chain out of the exhaust, then I can put it back together, and there's another way to get to the baffle. I'll do that, but it's getting this damn chain out, which is well and truly wedged into the bowels or the guts or the innards somewhere. I have tried different things to get it out. Had a little brainwave this morning, so I'll give that a go this evening, see how it goes. But needless to say, trying to save a buck has not done so. I thought it'd be a smart ass. Thought it'd be a smart and save myself a couple of quid by taking that baffle out and keeping the original exhaust system. But it looks like if I can't get this chain out, it's not happening. I've not really been up to much lately. Kind of weather's not been the best, especially for going out on the bikes, and then the nights are drawing in, so shorter days, salt on the roads. So it's mostly been me watching other people's videos, and I'm enjoying Thomas's adventure biking in Norway. I love how he films everything. Tell you, it's, unless you've actually tried to put a video together like the one that I did on my overnight camping in the summer, it's kind of brought home just how much work you have to do to film something like that. You're continually stopping and starting, moving cameras, going back for them, thinking, right, what was I doing before I put that camera there? How was I sitting? It's really, really difficult. And you know, he gets some amazing shots, his drone shots. Oh man, they get the best from Norway, I tell you. And those are the kinds of videos I aspire to do. You know, kind of want to do a few more this summer, camping with a Svartpillen, maybe hook up with a couple of pals this year, so we can have a laugh at night, go to a pub or something, and continue our journey the next day. Just overnight, different parts of this bit of Scotland. Quite fancy going down to Campbelltown just because I can. Not actually been down that direction before, so that's on the hit list. And that's quite a long trip for us. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's certainly over 200 miles from where I stay. 250 maybe. So that's the plans. Some backpacking on the Svartpillen, and hey, if I get the suspension done early enough in the season, I'd like to maybe go to Knockhill, have a little blat about on there with Moose, and see how we get on with it. Right, so yeah, quick catch up. Bit distracted, we're at a big roundabout. So I am just about at Halford. So I'll call that a day, and hopefully get something out to you soon and hear from you in the comments. Thanks guys, catch you later.